Hello everyone, welcome back to IT Industry Tutorials. So now we are going to start TestNG. So first of all, what is TestNG and what are the advantages of TestNG? So nowadays, usually we'll see that we generally create a hybrid framework. So that hybrid framework mostly includes your language like Java, Selenium, Selenium framework, and either TestNG framework or JUnit. Apart from that, it include Maven and any reporting tool. Okay, so basically in this, as of now, we have gone through what I about Selenium. So we have a bit of idea that what it is Selenium and how to use Selenium along with Java to create a basic test cases. Now, what is TestNG? So let me show this to you guys. So TestNG. So I am here on an official testng.org website, and here in the documents of TestNG you can clearly see that the definition about TestNG. What is TestNG basically? So TestNG is a testing framework that is inspired from JUnit and NUnit. Okay, but introducing some new functionality that make it much more powerful and easy to use. Okay, so there are number of things which got enhanced in JUnit and NUnit, and they have combined them to create a new testing framework that is TestNG. So it is not like that only the testers will going to use this TestNG framework. The developer can also use the TestNG framework to write some unit level test cases, and it is very much easy, and I will show you guys here, guys, multiple things about that as well. So that is why it gave us much more flexibility to use it on a multiple on a multiple frameworks. So we can use it in a testing framework, we can use it in a development framework, so we can use it on many things, and it provides us number of more functionalities, number of new functionalities which make them much more powerful. So what kind of functionalities are those? Like we have TestNG annotations there, we have some data providing methods over there. So all the things step by step I'm going to cover in this tutorial in next few days. So my focus is on to work on TestNG from scratch till the level after which you can combine both TestNG with Selenium. So that is what I have included in my course. You can see it here. So first of all, why TestNG and its advantages, and after that we will go with the process, go with the flow, and cover each and everything which you need to create a framework. Okay, so our final goal is to create this hybrid framework. Okay, so for that we have to use Selenium, we have to learn about Selenium. So you have learned all about them in my earlier videos. So if you haven't checked it yet, please check on the page. So on my YouTube channel there is separate section for Selenium videos, so you can go through that. So now we are going to know about TestNG. So here, as you can see, that TestNG is a testing framework. So let's just install that TestNG plugin on Eclipse. So let me just show you that how you can install that. Okay, so just open an Eclipse here, help. So just guys, you need to follow these steps. So this is just a basic. So just follow as I am describing in my video. So if you will still face any difficulties, just comment and comment under this video, and we will just work on that to resolve the issues. Okay, click on help, install new software. Oh, Okay, or either install new software or marketplace. Okay, updates available. No, I don't need the updates. Just cancel this. You can go here and type here TestNG, okay, in a marketplace. So it is not showing it to me here because I have already installed the TestNG at my end. So let me just reinstall it for you guys. Okay, in an already installed softwares you can see it here, the TestNG and Maven. Okay, so let me just uninstall these. So we have to uninstall all the components, and after that we will reinstall them. Okay, okay, so basically what we are going to do here is, I have already installed TestNG at my place, so I am just reinstalling the plugin from my Eclipse, and I am just going to reinstall that, and so that you guys can follow all the steps and we can proceed further with that. Okay, and guys, TestNG is a very beneficial tool, and in interviews they ask a lot of questions about TestNG. So just stay tuned, just subscribe the channel, because we are going to cover almost everything about it. Okay, no, let me just uninstall the other software as well. Okay, yes, restarted now. So now you can see that TestNG is not there in my Eclipse. I can show you guys about that as well. Okay, here you can't see TestNG here in an installed softwares because it's not installed now. Also we can check it here using Windows perspective preferences. So here we do not have any preferences related to TestNG. Okay, cool. So let's just install that now. Install new softwares, work with TestNG. Okay, so yeah, just use this. I will add this in my document as well. So this is the document I will use in description as well. So just use this path. So once you just click there and okay, couldn't find TestNG. P2P release. So we have TestNG plugin for Eclipse. Okay, so it will show us here. the instructions to install a plugin here. Okay, so we are going to install this one, the version 7 or 7.1. Okay, let me just use this one. Add this as TestNG updated site. Add this and just check it. Okay, so here we can find it. I will share this with you guys as well. So it's just like they have updated the release URL, so I am just using this. So you just have to copy and paste this, and after just that, click on next. So I am installing here the 7.1.0 version, and just click on next button, accept this and finish this. Okay, it is installing the software here. If you guys can see, yes, it is installing the software. Okay, okay, just click on install anyway. Restart, it will ask for a restart after this, and just click on restart now. Okay, so now it should show us in a preferences about TestNG here. You can see. Okay guys, cool. In an help as well, in install new softwares, you can see already installed TestNG. Okay, cool. So if you guys can see this, you can verify, like if you have successfully followed till here, then you have successfully installed the TestNG steps. So if still after that it isn't showing it here on, is it showing TestNG in Windows preferences, then it means that the TestNG is still not installed at your end. So in that case, you have to recheck the steps that what you guys are missing, and on the basis of that you have to work. Okay, so let me just create a new project. So I am just going to create a simple Java project here where I am going to use it. TestNG tutorial. Okay, here it is. So now, after creating a project, just right click, properties. Under properties, go to Java build path. Here in libraries, click on add library. Okay, here choose TestNG. So this is the library that which we are adding now, so that with the help of which we can start working on this TestNG. Because otherwise TestNGs the TestNG will have some annotations. Okay, so just first of all, before creating this, I will show you what will happen. We will create a class and try to work on this. So in TestNG, we do not need to create public static void main method. Okay, so we have to provide TestNG tutorial. Okay, so I'm just finishing this. Okay, this, let me just zoom in here. somehow my keyboard is not accepting the command, so I have to do this manually. Okay, so now if I will create a method like void method a, okay, dot out dot println my first test using TestNG, and now I am trying to run it. Okay, run as run configuration. It will ask for the run configuration because we do not have a main method to run it. Okay, and although it have the Eclipse have the TestNG plugin, but they don't know when to use it, you know, for which project they have to use. So to specify that, we have to create the build under the build path. We have to mention and add the library of TestNG. Okay, after adding the library, it will going to know about that. Okay, now we have an annotation at the rate test that we will have to use. So after this, it will show you to import the test annotation. Okay, it is showing import test org.testng.annotation. Just click on this. Okay, and just run this. Now when you are going to choose run as, it will going to show that run as TestNG test. So just click on it. Okay, so error it is showing here. So guys, no need to worry about the errors because we are doing it here in a real time, so we will face few errors, so we just have to resolve them. Okay, so just don't need to start panicking that why we are facing error, because if we are not facing an error, then we should have to panic about something, because that is the main thing. We can resolve the errors if we can find them. Okay, exception in thread main. Okay, no class def found error, Google inject stage. So there is some configuration issue. I guess there are some changes with the new TestNG. Okay, okay guys, so to resolve the issue, you have to download this jar, GUICE 4.1.0 classes.jar. So I am just copy this and I will just add this section as well. Okay, so in order to resolve this, so okay, after downloading this, you have to do nothing. Just right click on your project, click on properties, add external jar, and in that external jar just use the jar, open it, and just apply the changes. Okay, after applying the changes, you just have to right click, run it again, just basically run as TestNG test, and you can successfully able to run this test. Okay, so here it passed that test. So basically we are not performing any operation here, so that is why it is just passing the test and providing us in a summary that it passed the test. Okay, like test 1 out of 1, and it passed the test. Okay, so these are the basic steps that you have to follow to run that TestNG on your Java project. So here I am not creating again any Maven project and using anything. So in going further, when we will create a Maven project, the framework of that, and in then we will use the in that POM XML we will use the dependencies of TestNG. Okay, so I will let you know in a further, but here we are starting with the TestNG only, so that is why I'm just letting you about the basics of that. So till now you will be able to successfully run your first test case on a Java project using TestNG. Okay, so still if you are facing any issues till now, just comment in a comment under this video and we will just try to resolve that. Otherwise just follow the steps in a video and you will be uh, able to successfully run this step till now. Okay, so going further, we'll connect with you guys in the further videos and we'll just discuss about the different things. So as of now we are done with the installation and configuration with Eclipse and ran our first test case using TestNG. Okay, successfully able to run and successfully able to run over. Okay, so I will just copy and paste this under this. Okay, so in going further we will discuss about the concept of TestNG XML, and after that we will start moving further with the TestNG. Okay guys, so just stay tuned, subscribe the channel again, like the video if you liked it, and just share as much as you can. Thank you so much guys.